to my channel. In today's video, we are talking all about a mini bag comparison between two of the bags that I've actually done reviews and unboxings here on my channel for. The first one being this little Furla 1927 top handle, and the other one being this one, the Fendi Micro Peekaboo. And both of them I've just absolutely loved, but I figured I might as well do a comparison since they are two micro mini bags that I have and I use quite a bit. And if you're in the market for one or both of them, this might be really helpful. So if you want to talk all about handbags for the next 20 minutes, just keep watching. So how this video is actually going to go, I'm going to talk about what the bags are actually made of, what size they are, what fits inside, my first impressions versus what I think now, the different wear and tear, and then which one I would suggest if you're only going to choose one of these bags. So to start off, let's go with the Fendi Micro Peekaboo, and this one I got February of last year, so I actually have the full unboxing on my channel. I absolutely love this bag. This one I actually ended up getting right at the top of COVID, I think before the whole thing really happened, but I'm so glad that I did get it then because I realized that at that time more than ever when I was going out, I was basically just bringing cards, keys, or like a little bit of cash with me. And this is the perfect bag to fit just the essentials, which is kind of what a mini bag is all about anyway. So I got this one and it was actually from a reseller in Toronto. It's called Hope Classics. They have incredible pieces that are all authenticated. So I had absolutely no doubt that this was authentic. It came with all the bells and whistles that you would need when you're buying something not new, and one of the reasons why I decided to do that was obviously because of price. So for price, I'm gonna have everything listed down below. Just a very quick bag tour of this. Obviously, this one is made with Napa leather. It's got the silver hardware, this very little top handle, which is so cute. On the flip side, it also has this turn lock closure. This one actually isn't functional, whereas this one is. So being that it's the Peekaboo, it does have this like center metal plate in the middle, and then this just comes together, pops through, and then it turns. And that's it. It basically looks the same on both sides. To be honest, one of the things that I absolutely love about this bag is the fact that it does have this crossbody strap. It is basically 4 feet, so a full 48 inches. And just to go over the dimensions of the bag as well, the bottom is 6 inches. From the bottom of the bag to the top of the leather here is 4 inches. And then this little strap drop is 2 inches. So obviously it's super small. No, it doesn't fit my phone, neither does the other one, but I basically always have my phone in my hand anyway, so it's not something that deterred me away from getting this bag at all. I kind of thought that that was a plus, to be honest, to not have extra weight in it to sort of dig into my shoulders. And that's one of the pluses about mini bags, is that because they're so small, you don't have the option of fitting a lot of stuff inside them, which means that they're not going to be heavy on your shoulder. It's not digging in. You can wear them all day. They really can go from day to night, which I absolutely love. So this little Fendi Micro Peekaboo is just a bag that I know I'm gonna have forever in my collection. Because it's so small, I just love it, but made with really good quality products. The Napa leather from Fendi is something that is really beautiful. The bag did end up coming with just a little bit of like very minor wear and tear. For example, I'll show you here just on the corner, like there's a little scuff there, which at the end of the day doesn't really bother me because I would much rather get the use out of these pieces than just have them sitting on a shelf, never to be touched because I'm too scared of damaging them. But this is one that I would never ever regret getting. I love it so much. So let's move on to what fits inside. I'll just show you the inside of the bag first. So on this side, if you can see in there, it's just one completely open pocket, whereas on the bottom it has 2 slip pockets at the front for cards, which is great because that means that I don't even have to carry a card holder. So with those 2 card spaces, I can really pop in 2 cards in each section, so that's 4 cards, which is amazing. My keys, of course, can fit in. This lipstick is one of my favorites. I basically wear it on the daily and it also fits in here, which is great. It's the Elizabeth Arden Pale Petal if you're interested in a really good matte nude. We're already filling up. Moving on to the other side of the bag now, I can actually fit in this Versace little perfume. This is the 30 milliliter size. And then last but not least, I have this like oversized scrunchie. This is one that has a really good elastic to it, but I like putting my hair in a scrunchie whenever possible. It just feels like I have an extra protection from the elastic against my hair with a lot of extra fabric. So after this is in, it pretty well means that it is completely stuffed. This is pretty well all of the essentials that you might need in a day. So it basically carries everything that you need as long as you're okay with either putting your phone in your pocket or just carrying it in your hand. But I think this is great. It obviously is quite full. You can see everything in there, but it's a pretty good amount of stuff for something that is literally like 6 inches wide. Next up on the list is my Furla 1927 micro top handle, and this one is a very recent purchase. I only got it about a month ago or so. I absolutely love the brand Furla or Furla, depending on how you pronounce it, because what I found is that you're basically getting designer quality for less of a price because it's still sort of a brand that's establishing itself in like the North American market. I feel like they're sort of at a lower tier, but giving the exact quality that I would expect from much higher priced brands. I mentioned that when I unboxed this one. This is my Furla Margherita, and I absolutely love the quality and attention to detail in both of these bags, which is why I was so confident in purchasing a second bag from the same brand, because I haven't done that with any other brands in my collection so far. But this one is just something that I know I'm going to get so much wear out of because I've already started wearing it a lot, and I've only had it for, like I said, about a month or so. So it obviously has gold hardware, which is something that I absolutely love. That's the only sort of downside to the Fendi Micro Peekaboo, is that it's silver and I'm just more of a gold girl. This is smooth vitello. How do you say vitello in English? The leather on the top is smooth calf leather, which also is the material for the handle and also for the crossbody strap. I think it's amazing that this bag does have a crossbody strap. It's definitely just that much more versatile to be able to wear it either over your shoulder or crossbody or top handle. But the only thing that I will say gives Fendi a little bit of an edge is that the crossbody strap on that one is adjustable, whereas this is just one big complete piece of leather. However, something that I said in the unboxing and something that just really impressed me about this is the attention to detail literally on the clasps that join the crossbody strap to the bag. On here you can see that Furla is actually engraved onto it, which I think is amazing because it just goes to show so much care and attention shown to especially a mini bag, where I feel like sometimes little details like that get forgotten. As far as dimensions go, this bag is a little bit less tapered than the Fendi. So across the bottom, this is 4.5 inches. From bottom to top, it's 4.5 inches. It does taper a little bit because from one side of this top piece of leather to the other, it's only 4 inches. And the strap drop here is only 1.5. However, I do feel like this top handle is just significantly wider, and maybe it's just like the quality of the handle itself. I prefer this one to the Fendi because it seems thicker and just more substantial, so I can actually grab it with my whole hand, which is really nice. The attention to detail on this bag, I think I might give a little bit of an edge to compared to the Fendi because it has feet, whereas the Fendi did not, which I understand. When it's such a small bag, chances are, even if you're going out, you're probably going to be putting this bag on the table instead of on the floor, just because they're so small. They basically don't take up any space if you are out and about. But I love the idea of feet on any bag, so to me this is just one more plus and one more reason why I would recommend this one over the Fendi. This is made of like a raffia or rattan or wicker, however you say it. It's the tri-color in cognac, and this one also has a twist lock closure very similar to the Fendi. The reason why this is considered part of the 1927 collection from Furla is because of this type of closure. So any of the bags that have this closure are from that collection. So it's just a simple twist and then it pops open. It is sort of magnetized as well, but because of the material that it's made in, it doesn't have the same ability to stretch, which is why this little piece of fabric on the side here is so necessary, because it just allows for the bag to open a little bit more, to have a little bit more give on the inside. inside there are absolutely no slip pockets, nothing like that. It's just this little Furla tag on the back in leather, but let me see if I can fit the exact same things in as with the Fendi. I'm really not sure how this is gonna go, so let's find out. So I'm actually gonna start with the biggest thing first, which is this Versace Perfume. I know that this is gonna fit, I just am not sure about everything else. Next up is my keys, which obviously are an essential. They seem to fit quite well. I still have some space in there, so I'm gonna try now the lipstick. And then I'm going to pop in the scrunchie. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to close it. Absolutely not. So with all of those things inside of it, it's still, I mean, it's able to stay somewhat closed on its own, but there's no way that I could actually close the top of it, which is not something that I would actually go out with. So unfortunately, this one does fit quite a bit less. I'm not able to fit the cards in, and I had to sort of rearrange things on the inside. I have the perfume here and then the lipstick on the bottom and the back with the keys on the top of that. And that's the only way that, again, I'm gonna have to like sort of squish it in order to be able to get this lock to go together and then twist. So significantly less. However, I think that, again, with only the essentials, as far as mini bags are concerned, I just think that these are two really, really great options. I would personally rebuy both of these. I ended up getting this one from store, and I absolutely love my experience every single time I go into Furla. Just like my experience with Haute Classics was nothing short of like in-store boutique worthy. I ended up getting it online, but I asked for about 1 million photos and videos before I actually pulled the trigger and bought it, and they were more than accommodating. So I'm so happy with each of these purchases. So now the moment of truth. If I had to choose between these bags, I think the one that I would go for is the Fendi. And the reason for that is because I think that this is just a more timeless piece. Fendi has had their Peekaboo collection for I don't even know how long, but I'll have the first date it was released here on screen. I absolutely love this, and one of the few reasons why I'm giving it the edge is because I will wear this all year round, whereas I feel like the Furla is a little bit more spring and summer, whereas this one, especially because my wardrobe is mainly white anyway, it just goes with absolutely everything that I have. I've worn this year round already. I know that I'm going to keep wearing it for years and years to come, but especially in the winter, anything that makes my outfit look less bulky is something that I really appreciate. And I don't think that I would feel comfortable taking the Furla out, especially if it's snowing. Because I live in Canada, we get a lot of that, but this is one that I know is really, really resistant to weather. It has got a little bit wet before or had a little bit of snow fall on it, and it's always just gone back to completely normal. So I just love this bag. If I had to choose one winner, I would have to give it to this one. But please let me know what your opinions are in the comment box down below. I feel like mini bags are going nowhere, because even though we're seeing these massive oversized bags, we've just all fallen in love with micro bags too much at this point to start either selling them off or stop using them. I for sure will not stop using mine. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you very shortly, and I'll see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye guys.